some stuff to do. Kind of a to-do list. You see, we did go back to DWM, by the way. I like Hyperland. It's cool. It's cool. Minimal Hyperland's cool, and I think we might actually finish up Hyperland script updated to finish that out, put it on the Linux utility, and even add DHH's Omingle or whatever. I forget what it's called. Something. It was, yeah, some Scandinavian word. You know, that guy's over there. I can't remember the project name, but whatever. We'll probably add that too. The other thing, God, I gotta fix my NeoVim. This has been driving me crazy, and I need to fix the kickstart. Now, I haven't updated my NeoVim in like a year or two, so my kickstart's way old, and I got to take a look at the NeoVim kickstart and look at that. We might revisit LazyVim as well. I'm kind of torn on that. LazyVim versus update NeoVim, but I think we'll, yeah. Let's start on that. I just released the AI problem on the channel. I made that back in January, and I was just like, you know what? At the time, I was like, I don't know. I don't want to. I left it members only, and then I was just like, God bless. I rewatched it 6 months later. I was like, you know what? I was pretty damn spot on with this. I'm just going to publish it. So I finally went back and published that publicly. I forgot. I forgot I even made that video. I was like, oh, that's still members. Oops. God bless. I'm just scatterbrained. Too much brain rot, I think, going into my brain. And I feel the effects. I feel the effects of the scrolling. Never good. Time for some more vibe coding. Well, there's always a little bit of vibe coding with me. Oh, God. Or, well, in QuickShell's case, where I was just like, let's just vibe code everything. It turned out okay, though. Our end product was actually pretty good. Although, I don't know how much of that was vibe coding and how much of it was just straight theft. I kind of going, I think a lot of straight theft there, Nav. The Twitch notification interrupted your YouTube video. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, should have gave it more time to bake. So NeoVim, let's first go. Now NeoVim, I don't know how many people use NeoVim. I think it was NVim Kickstart. Who made NVim Kickstart? Wasn't it Tej? I want to say it was Tej. Maybe not. All right, a launch point for this. It's been updated 2 weeks ago. So how the hell do you update this? Okay, you fork it. Ah, damn. All right, so post installation. Start. So update. I guess we'll just copy this back over it. Maybe? I figured we'll figure it out. All right. So you got Lua, Kickstart, custom plugins. Okay. All right. There is no releases here, so I guess you just clone this, huh? Is this the official one? Yes, yes, yes it is. 25,000. Definitely the official. Alrighty. Alright, so we're in the NeoVim directory. Let's go Titus kickstart. This is currently, and if we look, here's our init. I don't want to overwrite this. I just need to look to see if there's any differences between what we have and the other. So maybe key maps. God, I think we just grab just the Kickstart plugins right here and the init. Although the init might be wrong too. You know what? We're gonna use code. I just like the visualization of code. I know this is like sacrilege here, but we're gonna fix our NeoVim using code. Oh God! Look away. So, looking at this, so this is the init. I don't see really an update here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? I think this is good, though. I think this is going to get us exactly what I need. Now, what did I add? See, this is why on the custom side of things, I should have done my own damn custom. Did I just modify? Please tell me I didn't just modify the init.lua. Moron if that's the case. Oh, son of a bitch, I did. All right. So, yep, I'm a giant moron. Here we go. Let's, we're going to have to clone this to just something different. Okay. So, let's go into GitHub. Let's just paste this. We're going to go into Kickstart. Cool. And cd kickstart. Let's go with tree. All right, so if we look at the tree here, let's just add that to the top. So what we're looking at, this is the straight from the project tree. Obviously, looking at our custom plugin, we got that Lua custom init. So here's my custom init, but this looks like just that. Oh, Lordy, Chris, what are you doing with your life? Like, why? Why? I just wanted to make things difficult on myself. Okay. I think Kickstart plugins, this is pretty easy. Just overwrite the whole directory with all of this. Fine. Init, and then also init in the custom plugins. Like a moron, I don't know why I didn't make that modular. Why I didn't make my add-ons my own file to make this way easier to update would have been the intelligent thing to do, but I'm a moron. So, you know. Good night. Is there a template for GitHub pages to make my GHC guide into an online documentary page? I don't think I've ever used that. I think we used GitHub pages for a little bit there, Christoph, but I didn't really use it very much. Most of that was actually, I think, Kalen hacked around and got it going, and then we were like, screw all this. We're switching to GitHub. We're switching to Hugo. And that's what all the documentation's on now. I'm glad you like it, Praytech. I made it 6 months ago. I forgot I made that video, and then I was like, oh, I should publish that. It's been a minute. And I think a lot more like I'm kind of glad I waited too, because it kind of like left a lot of the population to kind of get worn down by all the hype and BS even more. So like that video, when I watched it back, I was like, yeah, this aged pretty well. This really did age well. I think I need to publish this to the public. It's kind of funny. No, Hugo creates its own static. So what you do is you have your own Git repo with Hugo, and then you publish that. You usually do like your own website. That's how I do almost every website I do. So whether it's christitus.com or anything, any documentation website I've set up, most of it's done in a Hugo, but then I host it. It's usually using Cloudflare pages. You could use GitHub pages to host Hugo as well, though. You could also use, most people don't get much traffic. You could use Netlify's free plan, which I think that's where I started out, but then traffic to my site just has been stupid. It's like 1 million pay. No, it's like 2 or 3 million visits a month now. So I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Yes. Oh man, you remember when Squarespace was all over YouTube? Dang. What did I... Look at that pixel count. What did I do this in? I used all the pixels. All 5 of them. Good lord, Chris. What are you doing on that thumbnail? Anyways. Let's see. Has any of this changed? I was using Nix back when I wrote this article. I don't do it this way. I just build from source or install it direct now. But, I mean, it's not wrong. That's funny. Alright, yeah. First, do I go into... This is mainly just setting it up. But as far as hosting... I would just host through Cloudflare. I don't think I even go into this. Oh, yeah. So this is when I first set it up. So I was using Netlify. I wouldn't use... I would just use Cloudflare pages or GitHub pages. Both are fine. So instead of setting it up on Netlify, like I did here for when I first set it up back in... God, that was 3 years ago? Yeah. Wow. Time goes fast. But man, I still love Hugo, dude. I love it. So damn good. How many of the 2 million visits are actual bots? Probably 60-70%, I would say, were bots. Nothing worse than Wix. I hate Squarespace. I don't think I've ever... So the funny thing is I've never used Squarespace and I've never used Wix. I think my brother used it for a little bit because he's not technically adept. And I was just like, oh, well, I don't know. Those usually are pretty good for people that don't know how to build a website. And I think he set it up pretty easy. So painful was an understatement. So yeah, I think if you don't know anything about any kind of tech, I mean, it's not awful. But if you do, then obviously don't use that. Oh man, Flash sites, dude. I built Flash. I remember building Flash in the late 90s. And dude, I still stand by some of the websites I built in the 90s using Flash. Macromedia Flash, not none of that Adobe bullshit. But Macromedia was the name of the game. And dude, I made some just... Maybe it's rose-colored glasses, but I wish I had them to show people because they were pretty cool. They were really, really cool websites. Man. So neat. But yeah, anyways. Security flaws everywhere. That's funny. Anyways, let's fix this up. I feel like we just go and then let's just open in another workspace and then we'll just grab these. I think it's safe to just grab the entire Kickstart folder from here. And let's fix that. So we're going to go GitHub. Kickstart. And go Lua. So the Kickstart Lua, pretty simple. I think we could just use that. Open this in a new tab. We're going to go into NeoVim, Titus Kickstart, Lua, and then Kickstart right here. Great. Yep. Replace. Okay. So that's good. Now, if we look back on this one, what's the key maps here? I guess that gets loaded. That's fine. And if we look at the custom plugins, let's see what this init is. Open with... We just open that here. Ah, that would have been cool. Anyways, let's open that with code, shall we? Code, Visual Studio Code. Boom. Open. No, huh? Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's already open. No. So that's the plugins, Lua, and that's the base in it. Oh, heck, let's try it in Neovite. Okay, Neovite works. Just push that there. Okay, what's this look like? Oh, that's the same file. Chris, what are you doing? You gonna go kickstart. Okay, that's fine. So we upgraded to that. Let's go custom plugins. And all right, let's. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We don't need this file at all, actually. Okay, never mind. I'm not such a retard. All right, great. I'm not awful, but this one I know is going to be different. All right. So this is where I really messed up. So this is fine. This is the one that we'll need to do a comparison on. How do I want to look at this? Oh, God. I don't even remember what I did. So we could just compare the two. How far? Let's look at the structure. So. Oh, man, I cannot believe I didn't make my own custom thing here. Oh, that's funny. Wait. All right, so let's go File, Open File. So let's go to GitHub. Let's go to Kickstart. Init. We're gonna open this guy up. Okay. We're gonna put this. Select file to compare. Okay. Oh, well. That. All right. Select file to compare. And then let's go compare with selected file. Boom. Alright, so let's see what we have. I don't know. We're missing... Okay, LSP, auto completion, that's fine. Oh, damn, this is a lot of changes. I don't see anything, like, groundbreaking, though. Like, oh, I have to do this. Except for comments. I think that was a custom... Damn it, why did I not make my own? Alright. I see comment.mvm. Okay. Telescope. I don't think I made that many changes to telescope. Undo directory, I think I did. Yeah. Oh, lordy. This is not the comparison I kind of wanted. They changed a bunch of stuff with the init file. This is why you do modular files, folks. Not just toss it all in one file. What was I thinking? Alright. Can't cry over spilt milk. Let's just do a quick compare. And we'll just pull it in and it'll be fine. For the LSP config on Mason, though, I do believe we need to grab probably these right here. I like to use Bash, Lua, Markdown, PowerShell ES. I think we can avoid. That was a pipe dream. Using NeoVim to modify PowerShell files, not so much. Don't think I do that much. There's my custom script, which I will grab. Also my synthwave setup and color scheme. I think these are... This guy's using Tokyo Night. Maybe we switch it up. I think we will just keep the Tokyo Night. That's fine. To-do comments. He's adding to-do comments. That's fine, I guess. You know, that doesn't look so bad. It doesn't look so bad. Oh, Lord. All right, let's do it. It's gonna break everything. Yeah, that was a lot of red. Just minor changes. Minor changes. It'll be fine. We're just gonna... What could go wrong? I think we'll just take the kickstart and let's just take that kickstart right here. Let's rename this old init. And what we're gonna do is take that and I'm gonna put that over here in the root. What's this custom? Package or compile? I don't know what that was for. I need to take a look at my install script too, but we'll update this. I think this is totally fine. Okay. Now, I don't think this is mapped correctly, so we probably will need to redo the mapping. So let's take this, boom, boom, and oh wow, that's my old init from way back when I used just Vim before the NeoVim days. Anyways, oh yeah, I remember. I don't really like that anymore. Anywho, let's delete that. Okay, okay. Now for the link, get path. That's fine. Titus kickstart into there. We're gonna remove that. Share system clipboard. All that is fine. Gravy. So let's test this out. See how we do. NeoVim. Let's go PWD. What's the worst that could happen? So setup should remove the old NeoVim config. Well. Uno momento, por favor. That didn't quite go to plan. Linux toolbox. I don't know what else was in there. I probably should have looked. My bash wasn't in there. Okay, good. Okay, we're still in the right spot. Let's just see that setup. Well, that does look like it's resetting back up. So I got that going for me. I don't think it grabbed my alpha, though. I guess we'll know when I hit my leader key to A. Maybe. Oh. Oh, that's what Tokyo Night looks like. Fatal error. I'm sure it's fine. Huh. There's some definite new stuff going on here. So this is the old... Oops. Okay. Now, if we go into Titus Kickstart, we should see all of these linked over. Oh, wow. That put it in the absolute wrong spot. Oops. Did I just delete all my... Nah. All right. So we remove the link. When we set this up, it should be the get path pwd, and that should be the directory we're in. But that get path, no, that should be fine. Let's try that again. Oops, I'm not in NeoVim. One more time. One more time with feeling this time. Okay. So if we go setup, seems legit. And then if we go into Titus Kickstart, I don't see anything in there. And if we go into NVim, it should reset everything up. Okay. Good. Now, the problem with this is all my bindings are deleted. Small issue. What did I do with that? No, my bindings are here. Yeah. What's up, Dan? Afternoon. glibc dependency hell and upgrade. Oh my god. You remember when I did the app image extract and extracted it to the system? System libraries. And glibc was there. Whew. Blew up my system. Thank goodness for backups, right? So this is fine and all in theory, but my key maps seem off. So leader key space, that's fine. Is it loading my well, like my init Lua there should be fine as well. Huh. And yet, it is not. What? Why is that? So if you look at the init Lua, it's like all this should work. However, it's not parsing this. I don't think. Alright, let's check health real fast. Canada Day stream. Happy Canada Day, guys. Interesting. That is wild. So I don't think it's loading my plugins. And if I do like Messen, that's not a thing. What about lazy? Okay, lazy's there. If we look at this, we should be able to decipher what all is getting loaded, right? So dev icons is disabled. Can we just go down and enable that? Like this? And then just say enabled. Clean. Huh. Okay. So let's just do an update all. Oh no. Sure, this is fine. Fidget NVim. Do I need fidget? Get signs. Yep, cool. LSP config. Uh-huh. That's a lot of breaking changes. Call me crazy, but I probably shouldn't do this. Let's just update anyways. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's go sync. It's fine. Check. Okay. And if we come down here to like install this, it doesn't enable it though. How does the enable work with lazy? I think I'm used to using Messin. Maybe my turn's completely screwed up here. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just want to update it. I got it working once and I'm like, ah. Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna get to that, Ozzy. I was just working on updating my NeoVim because it's badly out of date. I don't think I've updated in like 2 years. And now I'm like, oh no, I gotta update all of this. But the thing is, I don't know. If we look at the init, plugin, so place them in your correct location. So if you look here, we could go require plugins. Let's go to the next. Next. Okay. There's 3. Oh, Lord. All right. I don't think this file's getting loaded, so. See, kickstart invim for. Okay, that's fine. Lord. I don't think it's parsing this. But why? Why are you like this? Right? Anyhow. Let's go directly to the link because I feel like we're missing something. So let's just go dot. Is it dot local? No, sorry, it's dot config, and then we go. Oh, we look. Dot files in Vim. What? Why is that even there? Let's remove that. But if we look at NVim, okay, NVim should correctly sync over to here, gravy, right? And then if we look at the Lua, we have that. And if we go to custom, plugins, init, boom, That's all the plugins that should be loading, right? But is not loading. So why isn't this loading even though I have them all here? That's the question. Because I'm sure under Kickstart, actually, right here, it should pull that in. So if you go custom, all right. Here is import below, can automatically add your own plugins from Lua. The easiest way to modularize your config. Perfect. Uncomment the following. Oh. In Vim. Now we got it. Perfect. Now we're cooking. Great. Alpha. Alpha. Nope. All right. In Vim. All right. Now we got our alpha. Perfection. 13. Alpha back. Alpha. We have a binding configuration issue. Well, let's see. Oops. Let's go. Alpha. Okay, so we do have a couple binding trips, but that's okay. Let's get, dude, why you adding bindings, Kickstart team? Come on, dude. Not cool. Not cool, bro. Damn. Alright. Let's invim this again. And this one, check health. Check health should have like a binding one to tell me where I went wrong and what bindings I have that are tripping over each other. Because they added some more shit to this. Yeah, a lot of binding overlapping modifications. Oh, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to. Just gonna go back to code and just be a smooth brain like everyone else. Does it show the reference where this is? No. So stupid. Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that? Yeah, when in O, A overlaps with AN and AL. That's the alpha binding that I saw it was tripping over. And then when in normal mode, 1 overlaps with 1.4, 1.10, 19, 12. So what do those bindings do? Binding T also does not seem to work. Son of a bitch. I hate this so much. Alright. Wait. Oh, that's working either. So my fuzzy finder hotkey isn't working. None of that's working. It's got to be key maps, right? Key maps not pulling in? All right. We're going to go complete vibe code here. All right. These are all my bindings. Everything here, I want to go everywhere. This should be the de facto standard. So, we don't want agent mode because then it just starts just changing shit. Let's get the structure. Let's go Titus kickstart. Okay. These key maps are is being overwritten in NeoVim. Why? Yeah. Well, it's a pretty basic fix. Okay. Thank you. It didn't get my key bindings. No, I'm not gonna say AI fix this. That'd be funny. Let's look for require. Okay, this is require lazy setup. Where's that custom plugin, by the way? God. I like Tej and the NeoVim team, but sometimes I think they do drugs. But honestly, I think everybody does some kind of drugs. A lot of times I'm just like, this is just the, yeah. All right. How far down is this? Yeah, so it's just kind of weird. I guess the import's at the end of the file where you'd want it, so wouldn't you do the required key maps at the start of the file? Or maybe we do it at the end of the file. I don't know. But I would imagine it would be like require and then toss in key maps, right? Something like that would be good. And this should be at the end, so it overwrite all the other key maps prior to this point. So technically this would be better. In theory. Load key maps from Lua. Key maps. Okay. What do we think? I'm just sitting here talking to myself on our. Yeah. What do you think I should do this summer? An electronics or communications engineer freshman? Pick a project you enjoy, man. And then just go with it. Whether that's electronics or communication. It's like asking what programming language should I start with. Never think of it that way. Think of it, hey, I want to solve this real world problem. And then what would be the best way to go about doing that? Would electronics or communication or whatever it is for that real world problem you're having that you would enjoy working on, you'd just say, hey, okay, this language would be best for this project, so let me start on that. And then you kind of weasel your way along that way. So I think too many people got caught up in, hey, I'm just going to write everything in Rust, you know. Again, drugs are bad, don't do them. If you actually use your brain, you go, what is the best language to write this in to get it done the fastest? And that's where you should do. So sometimes, yeah, it could be a bunch of different things, but it's never, you can't just pigeonhole stuff in. So I think find something you're passionate about, some real world issue that you have that you can solve, that you can engineer some kind of solution for. And then, hey, you make your life a little bit better. You learn something along the way, and you have something to show for it at the end, which is kind of cool. I think that's great. What's the best language to learn? Yeah. But yeah, it's just fun stuff like that. The whole PewDiePie arc on YouTube right now is pretty wild, with him doing self-hosting, Linux, and all that. And that's the way you should learn. Like how he's doing it, love him, hate him, whatever. That's how people should learn. That's an amazing application of engineering. You make your life better and you enjoy your work. It kind of gives you that purpose and that fulfillment once you get that thing done to solve that issue. And then you're like, that was amazing. I learned something. I have something to show for it at the end. And I feel amazing about myself. I am the smartest man on earth. It's a great feeling. And it's just during the process, there's that initial hump you got to get over where you think you're the dumbest person. Much like me sitting here fixing my NeoVim. I feel like a complete moron. But, hey, that's all right. Error calling Lua chunk. And error. Is telescope not? Okay. Okay. Does that require? What was that? Key maps. Lua. Okay. Let's go to the. You know what? Let's just go to the end. Maybe it was like trying to do. Maybe the require needs to be outside of that. 10, 14. Okay. I think we're close, actually. Yeah. No comment at the end. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. It's alive. I'm a genius. Look at that. Ah, beautiful. Yes, back to alpha. Give me a new tab. No, close that tab. Oh, no, not that. Cancel. Close. Oh, beautiful. Yes. The next generation of Titus NeoVim. There we go. Fixed up. All right, NeoVim's fixed. I'm not fully awake yet, man. I feel that. I think the big thing I always say is I can't believe after I started like doing my own business and everything, the one thing I figured out is, God bless, I've been getting paid for all these years, and I have literally accomplished almost no work from the hours of like 7 a.m. to noon. I am so worthless during those hours. I can just sit there and kind of like pretend like I'm working, but I really get almost no work done during those hours because it's just, unless it's like some menial admin thing. Yeah. Yeah. It already updated. It pulls directly from that repo, so it'll auto update. Great. So this is all good. Now, let's do a quick update. Just a baby update here for us. All right, you guys babysit this. Let me know if it errors out or anything. I need to use the facilities here, and I shall return shortly. Place WR roots with WR roots. Nope. Yes. All right. All right. Be right back.
Yeah, well, the dude abides.
right. Let's go. I have returned. Oh, shoot. What happened here? I miss anything while I was gone? Oh, man. What? Well, we'll just remove them. What could go wrong? Just firmware files, right? Yeah, I'll fix that. Fix that error right now. Yes, yes, we'll just remove them. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, it's just saying can't remove. Well, that's okay. We'll just do a recursive force. Done. Perfect. Now we'll just add them back. Boop, boop, boo. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Let's just do that. New, and then yes. Boom. Check package integrity. I'm sure that's fine. Away we go. RMRF is on my truck plate. I love it. I think that's fine. Then we'll go pop over to the old Linutil. Check out our PRs of the day while that's installing. Feel like that's going. Kickstart works good. Man, I think it just... I waited like 2 years. Like when Kickstart initially launched, I used it. And then I just haven't done anything with it ever since. So that was why that's kind of a pain in the butt to open up the stream. Probably shouldn't have done that, but it needed to get done. Let's go Linutil. We've got a couple PRs to go through really fast. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. I think there's still a bunch of bashisms and other stuff in here. I think like the reads, globs, and some other syntax errors we gotta fix. 34. What do we got? Double quote to prevent globbing. So probably like AUR helper. It's not really that big a deal though. We could easily install desktops. That's interesting. All right. Read-R. Read dash. Oh, there's only one read dash R actually. Actually, can we just I wish I could do... I hadn't quite done it from the GUI, but you can actually, in some instances, propose a code change directly here, I want to say. I don't think I've ever done that, but I have seen other people do it. Yeah. Anyways. I'll probably just have to check that out, do my own commit, and send it back. It's not worth doing right there. Anywho, we will not merge that until we fix that. Smaller font, TTY by Jared. I do agree. The TTY font on initial launch, especially when going from console, can be a little bit on the much side, especially 32. Damn. Yeah, that's wild. I was on drugs when I did that. All right, let's go. Next. Fix Yay installing alongside Paru. AUR helper checked equals true. Okay. If I use it, it make you code in NeoVim more. Really, Phoenix? You think so? Where are we at over here, by the way? Oh, still cooking. Let's look at LazyVim. Let me finish these PRs real fast. Add a script for HP drivers and utilities. Looks good to me. All right, let's improve those workflows. See what shell check comes up with. Looks like we're changing, adding that. Toml driver, ba 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 ba. And looking. HP lip package. Like it. This is going into printers. Was there a printer subdirectory in here? Let's expand that up one more. Oh, yeah. That fits in quite well. How's our check going? HP and Dell are two companies I won't touch with a 10-foot pole. I agree. I try and avoid them at all costs now. Dude, looking good. Nice. Let's just go ahead and give it an approval. Boom. Oops. Acer, man. I don't particularly like Acer, but like whatever. If they're there, I might use them. Fix panic using any other key on enter after tab completion with search. We do have a failure on the Rust checks here. What's going on? Oh, can't merge. We got a parse on the config file. Let's take a look at the code itself. Let's see what it looks like. Self items, iteration, find map item, lowercase. Yeah, I'll have to pull that down and take a peek at that. It fixes Rust checks, but it did not lint. Clippy did not like it. Config RS, line 37, character 17. If we look at his file change, 37 current. So this must get referred to by something further up on line 37. right here. So, self item. So it'd be right here in this public function. Item list. Self items, when it refers down to here, this mapping with iterations is fine. This one is not. No, it has the iteration right there. And I like, this is much more readable than this other one. But, no love. So, anywho, I'm not a Rust programmer. I just know that shall not work. All right, and fixes Fedora 41 logic for RPM Fusion. Latest commit. Yeah, that's right. Jared uses a Fedora base user, so I'm sure this is good. Oh, yes. Gotta have the tainted repos. That's so funny. Anyways, that should be fine. Okay. What font do you use in your terminal? Meslo LGS. Kind of an old man, so I like to go a little bit higher on the actual size of the font. VS Codium apt update error. Okay. And Clippy warnings. Oh, well, that was the Clippy warning from earlier. What did he do? All right, let's do a compile of that and see what we got. And then I think we'll merge those two from Jeeve. Yeah, I used Fire Code for a bit there, and then I switched to Meslo. I really like Meslo. And then, yeah. Another big one I really like, Cascadia Cove. I tend to using a lot on Windows, and then JetBrains Mono. I really like JetBrains fonts, nerd fonts as well. Very solid. Yeah. Just switched Alacrity, and the font it was using was all messed up. And I used Linux and it fixed. Ah, sweet. Good to hear, Nav. Yeah, Linutel's been great, man. It's been a fantastic tool. I like to just update and use all the time. I know a lot of people don't like notice I don't update it very often, but I still use the damn thing a lot. So I kind of built it for my case, my use case a lot, and then other people just kind of contribute. Like when I get like most like Fedora contributions, even some Debian from time to time, I'll kind of mess around with it. Although on the Debian contributions, I do use Linux Utility a lot in like headless setups. So, like, let's say I'm SSHing into, like, my projects. You'll notice the prompt won't change. You'll just see it move to root. And I think projects is pretty heavy. I got it loaded down with a bunch of projects. Imagine that. Is it gonna load? Maybe. Maybe not. Hey, there we go. And then I just changed the MOTB like, hey, you're on a remote server. Don't be doing something stupid like trying to load up a bunch of different things. And this is like my project server. So I'll load up a bunch of different ones, but I'll like curl and change the bash prompt and have SH. I think on this one I even did NeoVim. Yeah. So this is actually a NeoVim directly on this site that hosts a couple different websites of mine. I do an Apache. Like, Apache's so ancient. I know I should just use, you know, Nginx or something like that, or even better. But I just know Apache, and I'm comfortable with it, so I like to do my sites, and I can do multiple cert bots, and I can just host a crap ton of stuff. So that's kind of why I do it that way. All right, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, testing linutil. All right. Let's combine this with I'm not gonna actually merge these ones from Jeev, mainly because it's failing. Like this is passing the checks, but this is to fix Clippy, where this causes the panic right here. So I would probably combine these. Although, oh wait, no, it's not ideal, but I would probably combine them in the future. Let's just merge this shit and go. Oh, but before we merge it, let's make sure it builds and everything before we do anything wild. So what he was saying is you go like this, and then nothing. But let's say you do like a tab or a Q. No. Alt Q. Okay, yeah, that would cause a crash. Oh no. No. I don't know. What is the purpose of this? Like he was saying, I don't understand what might panic if non-ASCII characters are used for script names, which we won't be doing for now. Trying to think of a scenario where we would use a non-ASCII character for a script name. Sounds like an awful idea. I don't know. This seems pretty niche. So nah, I'm just not feeling that. I'm just not feeling those PRs. Yeah. It's not searchable. Yeah. And just like, yeah. I just don't agree with those changes. Like, making the changes. I mean, the code looked alright. But I was like, but why? You know, it's like the meme. But why? Like, that's like I mean, safeguard from that scenario. But, like, the only thing I can think of is maybe a non-ASCII character would be like maybe a foreign language or something, but I don't do any localization, and all the localization I usually get I turn down. So I have no way of proofreading it. Solution in search of a problem. Agreed. A lot of stuff online is. That's where I'm kind of like, I just use common sense. And then I'm just like, eh. That's one thing I think a lot of projects, like, I don't consider myself a strong coder. I don't consider myself very knowledgeable in a lot of code, but I do understand good structure. I do understand what good code looks like. And I have decades of experience with project management and a lot of other things that lend very well to GitHub, which is great. So I've learned over the years with like Windows utility and now Linux utility, man, those skills have been so invaluable in maintaining projects and also just going, doesn't make sense. I'm not going to do it. Because if you can't understand a PR, you just deny the PR. Just like a golden rule of Git in general. So, yeah. Don't forget to update Chatterino. I think we did, didn't we? What are we at? 252. Did we ever update Chatterino? Real question. Let's check their Git. Ah, gross. It spit me to Discord. No. Click the wrong button. Okay, sorry. Ah, yeah, 253 is available. So we're going to do it the proper way this time. What do we have installed right now? We have none of these installed. How the hell am I launching Chatterino? What? I never installed Chatterino. Huh. Let's just do the bin package. It's got probably the most popularity out of all these. So it makes sense. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, Chatterino. Nope. Yeah. Alright, now we're on the latest. I don't know what I did. I guess I installed Chatterino 2-app image because I thought that would be better. But there's a bin already precompiled binary. Why wouldn't you use the binary? I don't know. Is it ideal to use hard drive? It's slower than SSD. I don't know why you would use a regular hard drive in today's world. Most months, I'm like, oof. Had enough fun with NeoVim. It has been a good stream so far. Till disaster strikes. I think about that one stream where we got all the way to the end, and then I was like, hey, let's do an app image extract and overwrite all our system libraries. That was fun. All right. Yeah. Let's see. What do we want to do? Oh, that's right. We did want DHH's. What was it called? Omarchy. Yeah. let's do a little install of that, shall we? How do I want to do it? Let's go. Let's go core. Actually, let's go tabs. System setup. Arch. What does that Hyperland cool look like? It's cool. Let's go Vim. Marky.sh. I feel like that would be enough. I'm not going to do the common script because technically it should just do it all. Let's give it a whirl. So we got omarky.sh. Now let's go over to tab DOML. Arch. So you got Arch server, so that's made by me. We got Hyperland. So this one, let's just take it, yank, paste that. All right, cool. And Omarky. Rice by DHH. Simplified Hyperland configuration by DHH. The Ruby on Rails dude. I can't help myself. All right, Marky. Multi-select false. Looks good, right? Yeah. What do we got? What's the cargo command to update Linutil? Well, you can't do that. Like cargo update, you gotta. Well, it's like a cargo publish. So there's multiple cargo packages associated with it. So again, not a Rust developer, even though I guess I kind of am, but I don't know Rust very well. I say all this to be like, Rust is so cool when it comes to crates.io and then how it deals with cargo. Like the cargo and how everything and all the dependencies are kind of just bundled in or just, chef's kiss. Love it. I see why Rust developers are always like, hey, this is so cool. So I usually just do a cargo run, but you can do cargo build, cargo publishes to crates.io, and they host all this shit for free. So kind of neat. And that's why we did what we did. The big thing while we did Rust, well, I blame it's all you guys. It's your guys' fault, really, the while it's written in Rust, because I was just like, I don't care what it's written in. I was going to actually pick Golang, and then just do it in like bubble tea or something like that, because that's been done a bunch. But then everyone's like, let's use Rust. And I was like, that seems like a bad idea, but whatever. And then if you guys were gung-ho about it, I was like, let's go. And then it ended up just kind of getting a ton of contributions from a billion different people. And the initial rough draft of it was awful. And then we had a couple really good Rust developers contribute to it, and then it became its like own little thing. And we split like core and TUI off, and then it does a good enough job of kind of deciphering everything, and you can add and remove things all through TOML and Bash scripting, so you don't even need to know Rust. So you can actually take the entire framework of this. Like if you look at, let's just go back. Let's go with the tree. So if you look at the tree, well, it's not the best visualization. I anticipated that going a different way. I forgot about all the stupid crate stuff. Downside of Rust is, yeah. I mean, it's still better than Node. Node.js. But anyways, yeah, so you have like the source file. Actually, let's go to core really fast. Uh-huh. 1 second. We're gonna get there. Alright, alright. Nope, still not there. Alright, almost there. Alright. Nope, still not there. 1 second. I will say there's a lot of bullshit that gets added. Doesn't seem very efficient. Good lord. Nope. Still not there. Almost there. Hey, all right, we're there. So, so how it's structured is in each directory, there's a tabs.toml file that gives you the structure of all the different scripts that are in the root there. And then in that tabs, you can actually put separate folders. And in the folders, you have the independent bash scripts. And inside of the root, and then also the one directory up from root, one level, or one directory below root, I should say, is another TOML file separating all the stuff that's in here. So this one data TOML file is everything that's right here, and also the subdirectories within it. The reason why we did subdirectories within like system setup was so you can do multiple systems and it's somewhat organized and not just kind of all just clustered together. So that's why there's not like separate TOML files for each one of these subs. And there should only be the 2 TOML files that you really deal with. The one at the root, and then also the level below it. So one for security right here, one for gaming right here, one for, the application setup right here, and that's it. So really, you just adjust the TOML files, you add the bash scripts, you're good to go. So, kind of nice. Apparently, my notifications are now working in DWM. I must have done something. Oh, yeah. Could have just done it clean. Yeah, there's C, Zig, Odin. There's a lot of different languages. Like I said, this could have been done in anything. The reason why we did it this way, which seems like it's reinventing the wheel, is most pieces of software use something called, I would say probably the biggest one that's used all the time would be Zenity, and just straight bash scripting for the most part. And you could do it that way, but I really just hate the look of it. A good example of Zenity, you've probably seen it a billion times, would be like NMTUI. This is like a Zenity bash script, essentially. It works. A whole bunch of people use it. It's just ugly. And that was the reason why I didn't do this. This is tried and true. Everyone does it. It's fine. It really is. But when you compare that to the binary right here, well, one, there's a lot more options. We have a lot of tab things. We have a search. We have a lot of more like the command list. This here is something like we just wanted a lot more things. We wanted like little actions. We might have gone a little overboard with the legend and important options. But yeah, and we even added like a little hint. It just adds like a special thing on each launch. So let's launch again. Finger displays user information. Finger. Oh, no finger installed. Let's install some finger, right? Everyone likes finger. Where is finger? Finger is not in Arch, apparently. God, it's got to be part of a utils package. I bet you. Man finger. But yeah, you get the idea. Yeah. No, the idea of linutil is going to work in every distro. So I wanted it to be a Linux utility. Otherwise, I would have called it Arch Linux utility. I'm real original like that. So yeah, we wanted to make it to where almost any distribution. The support for some distributions are a little bit less than others. You know, some of the more niche stuff like NixOS, I think, for obvious reasons, a little bit more of a different setup. We even have some support for like Gentoo and other from source kind of distros, but it's pretty good. Oh, okay. Looks like finger is in the AUR as Netkit BSD finger. Okay. That's funny. Wonder who packaged it for the AUR. AUR has so much. Yeah, this was done by Adam. Now, I haven't talked to Adam in several months because I kind of just disappeared. I just had so much going on with Windows utility and everything. Linutil is very much just a passion project to where I just kind of want to add stuff that I need. And it just does not see the development or the love of Windows utility because Windows utility is kind of what pays the bills, you know? There's a ton of people that use it, and it's got just a ton of donations, and I'm like, all right, we have to get that, we have to keep that going. So even if I'm taking a month off or something, I'm still going to be checking Windows utility on the daily. So yeah, I would argue it never needed a package manager. That's true. I mean, like I said, we could totally have just done it in bash scripting, 100% bash, and then just use Zenity. And if we did want to use Zenity, we could have done... what's the other one? I wanted to say multi-tail, but that's not it. On the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. I don't know. But yeah, you can do a lot of really cool stuff just straight up bash. You don't need an actual programming language. Yeah, you could do printf and just do straight configuration or multi-config that way, which I've done multiple times, especially with the Arch setup. It's kind of how that's done. Oh yeah, Bash Bunny. She's cool. She does a lot of like Linuxy stuff too. She's a God, what was it? Emacs user. So she uses Emacs with like org mode and stuff. Weird. But you know, you do you. Whatever works for you. That's all that matters. It's nice to see kind of different viewpoints too. Like even when I see someone's like setup that I'm like, that's a bit extreme, I still like to look at exactly how they build stuff and how they do things, because while I won't use their setup or I won't copy it, I will maybe grab like a nugget here and there and use that. Let's see. How was I doing the Arch NeoVim setup. I did want to check that. Let's go NeoVim. So for NeoVim, yeah, it is cloning my NeoVim into here. Boom. App image. Okay, great. Yeah, my NeoVim's good. I just wanted to make sure that script was good. I kind of rewrote all the setup scripts to use linutil. I probably should go back through like my bash script. My bash setup. And then just say, hey, use Linux utility to install these. Because I think my bash has a setup script in there and some other stuff. And I kind of left that as legacy. But at this point, I'm not maintaining those setup scripts anymore. So I probably need to remove them and just everything uses linutility. Because the idea behind linutil and winutil is both are there to kind of host all the different other repos that I update and maintain. Like Windows Utility has like the PowerShell profile built in and other things I've done in Windows. Like the Linux Utility has, most of these configurations are my configuration. Like that's my configuration for Alacrity, the nerd font that I use, everything. My bash script, which I've done multiple videos on how I kind of pimp out that bash. My DWM Titus is here, which God knows what that looks like these days. Do we have any? I think I'm the only person really using it. I think some people might use it for a second, but then they're like, that's not for me. It's like the ultimate personalized one. Yeah. There ain't nobody using this thing anymore. Just me. Oh god, I think I still am configuring that. DWM blocks. Yeah. Did I ever update this to what version was this? Okay, it was 6.5. And I think 6.5 is still sucklist.org, I think. DWM. Let's see, what are they on now? Yeah, they're still 6.5. So I'm up to date, surprisingly. Just DWM doesn't move nearly as fast. All right, so we got those things added. I don't know, what else is there? Oh yeah, Ozzy. We fixed that yesterday. That was the submission for the fix. Was the setup here. Oh yeah, Lazy Vim. That was the other thing I wanted to check out. Let's go Lazy Vim. So full-fledged IDE. Easy customize, extend your code with Lazy Vim. Blazingly fast. So it's written in Rust. Yeah. All right. Same defaults, options, key mods, NVim 0.9 and above. Okay. Like that. Installation, backup current, clone the starter, and let's go. I guess the big thing here is I know. Let's look at the key maps. And then probably look at the plugins as well. I just remember last time I used it, I was like, this is a bit much. I guess the big thing I have a problem with a lot of, like, I was using, like, what is it, GigaChad Vim or whatever it was. I don't know. I just remember Chad being in the name. I was like, what a ridiculous name. Yeah. NV Chad, yes, thank you. Yeah, and I was like, okay. Buffer line, conform, flash search. Okay. Mason. What's Mason? What's Mason doing? Isn't that the plugin updater? Astro, in Vim. I think I did a video on Astro as well. It's been a minute since I really looked at a lot of this stuff. Persistence. Don't think I like persistence. Snacks. I don't know what snacks does. Oh, get status, get stash. To do comments, trouble. Which key? Copilot chat. Oh, is there Copilot chat in here now? Oh. Oh. Now we're talking. Oh. Gotta have my Copilot. Harpoon. That's Prime's plugin. Vim, Illuminate, Leap, Mini Surround, Outline, Overseer. Dude, there's so much going on here. Like, I guess the problem is remembering all this shit. Like, all the things it can do. It's just so much. What the hell's Dadbod UI? Alright. Not here to judge. Chesmoy. I'm saying that wrong. I remember I did a video on it, and it, like, manages your dot files. And everyone in the comments were like, it's pronounced Chesmoy. or something like that. And I was like, yeah. See, I failed English class, guys. I really only know bad English, and that's about it. And a bunch of curse words in a bunch of different languages, and that's about it. Alright, let's see. What's this one? Kulala. Huh. GraphQL schema. It's interesting. Dadbot is a SQL query AI. Oh, Mason's LSP. Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, well, let's give it a whirl. Chez-moi. That's it. Yes. Chez-moi. That's what it is. Everyone was doing Chesmoy. I know. All right. None of them are enabled by default. Let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl, shall we? Let's blow out the config and try Lazy Vim. Let's go. Dun dun dun, 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 dun. Lazy health after installation. All right. So, well, actually, let's just clear. I'm just gonna delete the original config. I already have all this backed up, man. Let's go config in Vim, and bam. Let's clone this and let's go. Lazy Vim is alive. It lives. Okay. Well, that was hard. Let's first check our health. Lazy health. Alright. Oh. I think we had some issues. Let's double check things. Flight check. 121. Tree sitter executable nut. That's not a big deal. Really, you're looking for errors like this. Tectonic and PDF latex is not found. Oh no. Well, MMDC required to render mermaid diagrams. Mermaid diagrams, I think actually Hugo actually enabled mermaid. Super cool stuff. I remember looking at them, but I've never actually used them. All right. Your terminal does not support Kitty graphics protocol. Lame. Error. Lazy Git not installed. Okay. Perl Python. It doesn't really matter. I don't really look at Python in here anyway. Overlapping key bindings. Alright. So you got projects, find files, recent files. Oh, that's cool. Okay. You got restore session. Well, there's no session to restore. Lazy. What's this do? Everything's up to date. Okay, great. Config. Cool. Rewire config.lazy. Lazy lock, which these all auto update. Auto commands. Key maps for custom keys. Lazy.lua, which you probably shouldn't change anything. Options. And then example. Then you get your style. Alright. Cool. Let's see. PDF and that stuff is for previewing PDF as images. Just don't use Alacrity. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Good to hear it, Moses. Thanks for parting the Red Sea for us all. Ghost TTY. Alright, well shit, since we're in the discovery mood, let's try Ghosty. I've heard people talk about this damn thing. Let's go. Ghost. TTY. It's alive. Open config, please. All right, so this is the Ghost TTY config. Yep. All right, cool. The template file is automatically being created in the following path since Ghost TTY could not find any existing config files in the system. This template does not set any default options since Ghosty ships with sensible defaults. Oh. Syntax crash course. Ozveka. Really? Is that where you're going? So if we come into here and just go Haunt family. Boom. I'm not a big fan of window padding anyways. Meslo. What's my other font? Meslo LGS. Let's copy that. Oh, nope. Where'd you go? My bad. All right. I feel like that shouldn't be there. Okay. So then, let's bring that back. And Ghost. We're using Meslow. LGS 13 point. Good. That doesn't look quite right, though. And when we edit that config, terminal inspector. Oh, what the hell is that? What? What is this business? Oh, that's kind of cool. Terminal. I don't know what that does, but cool. Nice. So you can go all these different things. Surface info. Cool. All right. What else we got? Split, new tab, everything. You got the hotkeys listed here. I mean, what else do you want from your terminal? Default is JetBrains Mono. Check out my... All right, Bojan. Let's see your config. I'm here for it. Put it in the scale.config file. All right, man. Oh, boy. Look at this. He's got the theme, Everfrost Dark Medium. Got the height, width, background opacity, about 0.95. This is a pretty Chad config right here. I gotta say, these are all kind of my feel, my look and feel I kind of like. Confirm closed surface, false. No confirmations on closed. What are we, Windows users? Agreed. That is cool. Yoink. Stealing your stuff. Let's go. Let's open that config again. So this is what we got right now. Boom. That's great. And where's this? We still got to grab that theming. Dang, the theme. We need the theme. What's the themes? Ah, yes. The palette of Everfrost Dark Medium. Probably gonna make this a little janky. We're just gonna consolidate this probably. Oh, no, you can't. So this is just in config. Okay, great. So let's go config. Ghosty. So you have to config here. Themes. Was that? Yep. CD themes. And then Invim. Everforest. Dark. Medium. Is that the file? Yep. Great. Ooh. Gotta fix that error. Cool. No. Save. Oh. What's the medium? I don't know what that is. All right. Cool. Man, that is neat. All right, cool. Ghost TTY. One or more of the configures found while loading the error. Please review. Everfrost medium not found. Tried pass. I mean, it's close. Ooh, I do like that. That feels better. Wow. I'm such a goob. You know what? Let's just call this Ever Forest Dark. Let's just go dark. And we'll call it Ever Forest Dark. Good enough. Then config. Boom. Do do do. Cool. Oh, did I not? I didn't get that, did I? Oh. Thought I saved it. Oh. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, that's Alacrity. This sounds kind of messed up, but I kind of like it without the Everforce theme. You know? I'm just a plain Jane kind of guy. Yeah, I like the pop, that big old... I want my eyeballs to go. I'm awake. Let's go. Oh, Ghosty plus list themes? What the hell is that? Oh. Oh, wow. Are these just stock? Get the F out of here. No way. Can we go to N for Nord theme? You guys know what was happening. Let's go down to Nord. Oh. Oh, God bless them. There it is. Nord. Was Everforest in here? Everforce Dark Dash Hard is in here. God, oh, you go hard, yeah. Dude. Oh, damn it. What? So, window theme and theme. Do I just type Nord instead of Ghost TTY? Like this? No. So you can go System Light Ghost TTY. Okay. No. So then you just go theme up here, right? No. Theme? No. Theme equals Nord. Is it that easy? I like all lowercase. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I like that. Damn. I really like that. Good night. What is happening? Ah! Alright, let's just try that again. Okay. Just delete the swap file. Config error. Mapping's not found. Systrace. Just give me my damn file. whatever. We'll fix that later. Ooh. It's good. Oh, no. What is going on here? Do we have a fold or some shit? It's like a break right here. Nope. Fudge. Lazy Vim can suck my nuts, dude. I don't know. I'm not liking it. Sorry, I'm gonna ditch Lazy Vim. Cool. I just don't like it. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm solid. Let's just, grab that. Boom, back to my normal config. Everything's great. Right with the world again. I did. Oh, did I have some like old crap in my config? My cache? Ah, okay. There was problems with remove state, share, and cache. All right. Well, thanks for pointing that out, Phoenix. I'm sure it was operator error. Usually is. I have so many like custom little things in my. I don't want to switch. Why NeoVim, but your config's broke, you go back to VS Code, then NeoVim. I don't know. Like, sometimes NeoVim's really nice to have. So, like, real, like, applications, I'm not, like, I still use Windows, I still use Linux. I'm not, like, a, hey, purist by any form. If anything but a purist. And the same goes with NeoVim. Like, sometimes, like, if I'm editing configs in the system, I will absolutely have to have NeoVim. Just can't edit system configs with any other tool. I just love NeoVim to death for that. When it comes to coding, man, it's a little rough, especially on the bigger projects. A lot of times I'm just like, I have a hard time maintaining, managing, and the mental stress that NeoVim puts on me for that exercise, I just haven't gotten there yet. So that's why I go to VS Code for it, because out of the box, VS Code's just so much easier compared to it. So that's where it is. And Lazy Vim, like to Phoenix's point, makes the coding less rough on the setup side, because coding, there's just a lot of little gotchas and maintaining, and there's a lot of repetition and learning a lot of the hotkeys to get those efficiency increases. So if I was coding 8 hours a day every day, I think NeoVim could work for me. But as you see, I kind of bounce around. You know, if you can even say, you know, I'm even coding for practically any part of the day is you know, usually it's something more rudimentary. So I'm not a very good use case of, you know, using LSPs with NeoVim and getting a lot of those efficiency breaks. I just don't get there, where most people will. If they were a professional coder, a lot of times they do end up going that way. So for me, you see me switch back and forth often, and I think that'll probably continue for the foreseeable future, especially with a lot of, like, you know, Claude and Jippity and all those other different LLMs. I still like using them, not in the vibe code sense in a lot of cases, unless I'm on Quickshell, then and then it's really good for explanation, though. Like when I have an issue, like today when I was having an issue with my NeoVim configuration, I just was like, God bless it, why is this not taking? And then I hit it in there, I'm like, here's the structure, here's the file, what's happening, why is this happening? And then it's like, hey, you're not attaching or making a requires key map file at the end of your init, so therefore your key maps aren't even getting put in. I was like, oh, of course, and then I was like, okay, let me put it in here at the end. But instead of having the AI insert it for me, I inserted it, and I was like, oh, I inserted in the wrong spot. And then I kind of push it down, and then I get it to kind of where I want it to be. And then that's me actually doing the coding. But that's the happy medium I see between the two, where you can use it as a tool to try and troubleshoot a problem a little bit. But then when it comes to fixing the problem, I think you need to kind of get your hands dirty a little bit and then put it where it should be. And I don't find like, specifically, like, to show you, like, let's just open up code real fast. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So specifically, when I open up the chat on the side here, there's a lot of different modes, and a lot of people use like cursor and other crap. But this agent mode, I really just despise. I hate agent mode because what it happens is it just takes over, and then it just says, I'm going to just start changing all kinds of shit. And then I'd be like, no, 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 you crackhead. I don't want you doing any of that. I need you to... I just wanted to get some feedback on what's going on. I don't want you to do this. So, like, it doing require key maps right here, it would have tossed it just in the middle of file somewhere. And then I'd have to go, okay, that's where it is. But in logical practice, I want my key maps to be loaded last, so it overwrites anything that the defaults have. And then this right here for the linking and stuff like that, I mean, it's just kind of letting you know, hey, the actual source files are over here. But Lord knows what happens when agent mode takes over. That's when you get into like true vibe coding territory, and that's where, you know, it always fails. It always falls down. It's not... It might give you some ideas, but eventually you just kind of have to take control and then hand code it. But that's kind of where I'm at. All right, let's see. You didn't want to set this. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool. What's my current one looks like? I'm intrigued. Well, that would be nice. How's it do that? Image viewer using Kitty graphics protocol. Huh. It's pretty wild. I mean, I like it. I feel like I'm missing one more thing, though. If you look at our old init, before I think about this, let's go. Where you at? Telescope. Here we go. we have project? Yeah. Let's go over to Neoville. All right, and now let's go in it. Ooh, I like that. So, actually, let's go to the end. What if... Let's go require Titus. Kind of want... One second. Damn you. Custom file. I don't think that'll work, but maybe. If we look at init, let's come back. Let's look at Kickstart init. Did it grab the Titus config? I guess there's one way to check. If we look at Titus again, oh. Okay, so then I think it was leader key I? Shoot. What was it? Can't even remember. Oh, it was leader key P, actually. Okay, so let's say I was making a plugin, right? Let's say, let's come on over to website. Let's say I was making the AI problem, right? Let's go down to 24 down. And let's say we're going to add something here. So the idea with this plugin would be like the AI problem, boom. Copy that to clipboard. Go here, right? What happened? Did I lock it up? What? Huh. It's just not responsive. All right. First things first. God bless. I got 3 different damn things I'm working on at the same time. First, switching from Alacrity. All right. First, let's get... Okay. Alacrity. Yes. Ghost TTY is there. Boom. Okay, great. That's done. Sudo make clean install. Let's do that. Gravy. Lazy G. Let's go setup. Kitty. Alacrity. Oh, we're not even installing Alacrity. What? Okay, well, sorry. Well, whatever. Was there anything else there? No, we're good. All right, Lazy G. Update to Ghost TTY. Yep. Come on. What? Let's push that. Great. Q. Gravy. All right, we're switched over completely to Ghost TTY. Done. Updated DWM. Done. Now, we need website. We will get that done. I think now images. Okay, binary cannot be completed. But we're in Ghost TTY now. We can make the magic happen. And before I do that, let's say I want to add this. Let's say we go to the AI problem. And I want to showcase this. Is it Super P? Nope. Super Shift P? Ah, yeah. So then you take it. You go, okay, great. Let's copy that. Nope. Okay, let's try Control Shift. Dude, I don't even remember. Okay. Now, leader P. No. Leader P. Boom. Done. And that should be in the IMG. I don't think that's right, though. What? Where the hell's it making that file? Okay. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Is it in here somewhere? IMG? Nope. 2025? Nope. So, where did it do it? Maybe it did it in the images. Huh. Sorry, I was just looking at my custom function. You need picker binds, and I can help you with either scenario. Shows the image is in line with markdown. Oh. Yazzie works. And then did you install lib6hole? Huh. That's interesting. It's just kind of an interesting messing around with that. I do like Ghost TTY though. This does seem much clearer. The thing I'm kind of scratching my head on right now is my custom function. Where the hell is it putting this? I would imagine it would put it, if I was a program, I would imagine it would toss it in GitHub web, and then probably like IMG, and then, oh yeah. Okay, well played. So, let's go. That's pretty cool. Let's just fix that function really fast. So it does work. The function does work. It's just the modification I need to make for it. We can do a check health too, just to make sure. Yeah, I mean, that's always a good idea, just to check health. Oh, that looks way better. Why didn't you guys tell me about this earlier? Chat's answer to that is, dude, we've been screaming it at you for like a year. And you probably have. That's cool, though. God, that Ghost TTY is neat. I'm totally sold. What's all this stack tracebacks? Vim validate is deprecated. Vim start client is deprecated. vim.lsp.start instead. So this seems like issues with the kickstart I used. Well, I could update that, but I don't feel like it right now. Everything looks pretty good. NeoVim's out of date. What do we got? CPAN module's not installed. We can probably do that with the gem install or whatever. Python. Can do like a Python. I don't really ever do anything in Python. Okay. Yeah, all this looks pretty good. I think we're fine. Okay. So, first order of the day is let's go to the init. Actually, no. Let's go to the Titus Lua. Look at me making things there. It says image directory. But it's not putting it in that directory. Oh, it's not actually importing this file, is it? That's what's happening. Yeah. So probably the best thing here would be like a import equals custom. I think I'm just gonna put custom. Then let's delete this. And then let's go over to NeoVim. And we're going to go to Lua. Let's move Titus to custom. And then if we go into InVim, great. Let's go over to this. We're going to create another screenshot, right? Boom. Copy that to clipboard. Then leader P. No. It still didn't import that damn Lua. Am I sure the Lua is right? I'm pretty sure it is. Doesn't even matter. All right, we're gonna go. Let's come over here. All right. Let's grab Titus Lua. I don't know why that's not coming in though. The problem right now that I see is, so right here, let's get this version with init Lua, come to the bottom. So we have these two imports. Now, technically, if you import custom, right, it should import the custom Lua right here. And then if we go to this one, and if we pull in the Titus Lua, which go Titus, you can see it's under custom Titus. it should grab this configuration. The idea was I just want to make sure in the future when I update my Kickstart that it would grab this. But this syntax is incorrect, isn't it? Now, I don't know why, though. Feels like that should work. So what we could do, let's get VS Code. All right, why you like this? So what we're gonna do is say, pull up the init Lua that we're having a problem with, which would be here, and say next. This neovim init file isn't importing the titus.lua from custom folder. Why? So it's not properly structured for the import system. The import custom line expects it files in the Lua custom directly to return a plugin specific table. For Titus Lua, your file contains configuration code but does not return anything to lazy.mvim can import. You can either convert it and return a plugin table. You could require the file directly in the init Lua down on custom.titus, with the dot being forward. Ah. Interesting. Which path shall I choose? I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily like the plugin table because this seems just more readable. Or if I do require, I feel like that's better. But I did this before and it still didn't work on the require. So I'm not sure on that. Option 1 looks more permanent and correct. I mean, I think both are technically okay, right? What's the problem? This is our current configuration. But this is LazyVim setup, which is... That seems wrong. So obviously not that. This key maps right here, though, you should be able to just go require custom.titus, right? I like that better because then this is not relying on the LazyVim, right? Hey Rob, what's up, man? Long time no see. I've been streaming like I should. Been lazy. No. Custom plugins would, you still would have to format it like this with the return. You can see that proper formatting actually. Here's an example of it right here. So you see the return and then you have the different configurations. So, I mean, this is not necessarily wrong. And technically, I should probably just go screw it and put it right here. So right where it says post right here, I should just do a comma, and then I could go config, and then do the entire to the entire config at the end here as a function like this. So, I mean, now that, okay, guys, now that we're talking about this, this is stupid to do a new file. I think this is really the way to go. So we got the custom clipboard right here, comma, and then we break it out. That's fine, comma, and making sure everything matches up properly. Okay, great. Closing brackets. That all looks good. So instead of doing any of this, why overcomplicate things? We just delete. Boom. That's there. Go to the init. We don't need this custom Titus anymore. So all we are doing is just doing a requiring of the key maps and then import. So then we're back here. We can go in Vim. Now, let's say we are on the website. Go here. And then we're like, hey, let's make that. And we're going to add a cool thing right here. And then we just, boom. Shit still doesn't work. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. What we got? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Well, I've been messing around with Linux, NeoVim. Just beating my head up against the wall. It's been fun. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I think I misunderstood a little. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. The thing that is just kind of tripping me up here is this, when it's using it properly, and maybe the plugin needs to be updated because I don't know if it's still used by anybody but me. Ah, that's the problem, I suppose. Yeah, I guess the main issue I have with NeoVim in general and NeoVim plugins is, you know, it's all open source, it's all free, which is great. But the main problem I see is you just don't know who's taken over what plugins have problems until you go to here. Then we're gonna look up the plugin itself and say, hey, is this thing even updated? Check out my Chrome. It's been updated. And it looks like, did it get forked? Okay, this one was updated 3 years ago. Let's look at pull requests. And we were using postfin. So that must have been a fork. So from clipboard image, let's do a git search and see if we can't find this. Clipboard image dot in Vim. I think it might have changed a little bit. Let's see. Oh, it might have just gotten deleted. No, it's still here somewhere, right? Everyone's using this one. I think I was using that one, but I had a problem, and then I ended up switching over to a different user's clipboard. What's this one? Let's like... No. Ah, come on. For some reason I can't click that. Alright, whatever. The main one works fine, I think. Man, I want to say, like, I did something with it. I can't remember what it was. And it was causing issues. This one looks fine, though. Let's look at the config structure. I just swear I've got something wrong here. I started this, guys. Code crafter. All right, actually, damn. Damn. This should be the one we use. So let's go plug in this one, I guess. I mean, the other one's working, I want to say. Let's look at the config example. All right, so we got config function, which we can see that right here. And that is fine. At the end here, though, maybe we need to tie these with brackets. So, oops. What happened? Huh. Oh, my undo. It's broken. I'm using Neopim. Such a degenerate, I tell you. All right. So, custom. And what we're going to do here is wrap this. Okay. This new version is driving me batty. Okay. We have that. We have the end, right? So then let's close this out with something like that, right? I feel like you got to wrap the config in brackets, much like you see with alpha here. Or actually alpha in Vim. You see the config requires .setup, but not a semicolon. There we go. Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about lazy in Vim. I'm just a complete noob. I just like pound away at it and I'm like, all right, let's go. So I feel like this is fine. We got the required setup. And then under markdown, image directory, content, images is good. Assets is here. Image here. Okay. Image directory text is going to be /images there. Good. And then for the function, input save, input restore. I might need to change this. I kind of want to go with a WebP instead of the copy being in JPEG. I want to say it does JPEG by default. So we might need to fork this project. But for now, I think it should be fine. God bless it. It's imageclip.mvim. Embed images in any markup language, latex, top down. Effortlessly embed images in any markup language. This one looks way more up to date, way more commits, and it was done 3 weeks ago. Well, why am I not using this one? You can embed them as web URLs, base64, requirements, Xclip or Wayland. Oh. Okay. Configuration. I think we're just going to switch up the whole plugin altogether. I feel like this one's way more put together. A lot more options. Can I put it as WebP though? All right, let me take a look. Dude, I am such a creature of habit. I get something that works, and I'm just like, just gonna use it until I die. It's true. Okay. I'm first gonna just exit, reload. Huh? All right, here we go. Okay. No go there. Oops. So that didn't work, but I got an idea. I'm pretty sure whatever you're using. I think we switched it all together. We converted all over into this one. This looks so good. Oh. There's the snacks. That was that Lazy Vim plugin. One of. Oil. I don't think I've ever used oil. That must be a new one. Huh. Cool. Yeah, so I think I'm going to use this one because it has a format command for file types. So you have the markdown here. But on top of that, if you look, it has a FT function with WebP. And I was wondering if maybe when I paste it in, it'll do WebP instead of JPEG. Which I kind of wanted to update anyways. Because WebP is just such a smaller file and it's just way more fidelity than a JPEG that's double the size. And I would love that. So like looking at this example function, Well, that's snacks, but it's not really that integration. Yeah. If you want to run shell commands from NVim, convert it to something like image magic. Oil lets you edit the file names in a buffer. Okay. What black magic is this? What black magic is this? Damn. All right. Okay. So I would probably grab this image clip first. Let's just do this. Do. I don't think we're gonna grab the keys. I think this is good. Let's copy this. And then so then we'll have this guy. Great. This one, I kind of want to switch a few things here. Paste image, image debug, prints current config. So paste image, I think, is actually what we're already using with the other one. So the directory path, image directory. So we're gonna just go directory path equals colon and content images. Boom. Comma. Then the next option. Oh my god. Okay. Extension equals webp. That'd be cool if that worked. Why not? We're going for the dream list here. File name equals for this on the file name, I wonder if we could do like a prompt to say, hey, what's the name of the file, instead of just being like random digits. So I think we could do like we did here with the function. I want to say something like this should technically work. So if we yank this and we put it up here. Oops. And that should be pretty good, except for we are missing. What are we missing? I mean, technically that should work, right? EXP is expected. What the hell? Oil. Everyone's saying oil. Okay. Don't forget to wrap that in. Oh, for the function. Oh, that's good. Taken. Okay. So let's wrap this. Do we wrap the entire plugin in that? Probably. What the hell is that wrapped in? Where's this one from? One. Open, close. Open, close. Ah. Okay. There we go. Open, close. I feel like this probably should be wrapped more. Technically, I think that is right, though. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Could be right. I don't know. Let's just go with that. Template, encode path, and I don't want any of that. I don't care about that. Copy images. Download images. Drag and drop. Nope, nope, nope. File types. I think we're just going to leave all this stock defaults. Don't need to change anything. File, directory, custom trigger options. Don't think that's needed either. So then let's just take this. Delete. What do we think of that? I feel like that would be all right. Oh, thank you, Taken. Yep. I was thinking that as well. All right, so then got that. Why you like that? All right, there we go. Ah, damn it. Okay. And then we wrap this. Okay. Now, that looks good. So the file name should call this function to input save, so then we can put the name in. It'll save it as extension webp in the directory path content images. Maybe. But it should actually go into... God, there was one more thing I was doing there. If we look at... We'll just pull up my NeoVim from GitHub over here. There was one more thing I did. I sat here and messed around with this forever to get it exactly the way I wanted it. And then, of course, I never updated it for like 2 years, and now everything's broken. Feels bad. But in this image text, I was also doing something like it was grabbing the, you can't really see it. Let me blow it up a little bit. But in here, for the image directory, I was actually calling the title of the one. So like, let's pull up a title real fast for standard markdown. Like this. It would actually pull the URL right here and make this folder inside content images. And then the name of the file would be right here. But I don't think that will work here like it does. Content images will only get us part of the way. If you look over here, we go to images. Such a stupid problem. Yeah, so I wanted to create a new folder named this URL and then drop in the other one. Somehow I got this working with clipboard image. Lord knows how. That was many moons ago. It's okay. We'll push you to number 2. And what we're gonna come on over here with, let's come back into that init. This definitely feels like it will drop it, but it will probably just drop it in the root of images. Instead, let's go root of images. 2025 is where it should be. And then I want it to fill out here. So can we pull the current year? imagine we could just go $sign or percent that. Boom. And that should technically work for the directory path. So then I'll never have to update the year again. I'll just automatically do 2025, which should correspond to this folder. And then hopefully WebP, and then go. So if we come into here, do that, come into here, and then P, save it. All right. And then we go leader P. No. That didn't work. And where did it save that? Probably here. Didn't even save it. Yeah, I'm a little bit lost. Feel like that. Yeah, no. Just things. I'll mess around with it later. Nobody wants to see me sit here and beat my head against the wall. Just one of those things. It's close, but not quite. Anywho, all right. Well, guys, I'm gonna shut it down for the day. Got some stuff done. We did a Linux update. We updated our NeoVim, which I'm not 100% sure we did a great job of that. On the fence. Feel like that's gonna be an ongoing problem. Ghost TTY is amazing. I have dropped Alacrity for Ghost TTY. I love Ghost TTY. Wow, so good. That felt great. Very rarely do I switch to a product so quickly. You know how much of an old man I am, and I'm like, well, I'm not switching. This just doesn't feel right. You young whippersnappers with your new... But no, Ghost TTY, wow. Almost immediately, I was like, this is better. This feels better. This looks better. This works better. I just really, really like Ghost TTY, so... definitely gets my sign off. And then just a couple other updates. Oh, yeah, we need a reboot. Catchy OS. Catchy OS is fine. It's just a Arch Linux fork, man. So, you know, it uses Arch, and then it just made some choices, which, you know, who am I to deny them their choices? Let's make sure everything reboots okay. Speaking of which, let's give it a little reboot and see what happens. Jeez. Yeah, well, what stream was it? I think it was last week where we did it was like, oh, well, let me just show you this app image extract really fast before I go. And then I ended up blowing up my whole system. And it was like me for the next 30 minutes to an hour fixing it. Hopefully it's not that. Ugh. Although today was pretty good. I felt like we made a lot of progress on a lot of things. And we updated a few projects that get installed through the Linux toolbox. It's just that NeoVim, I think I might wipe out my current config and go back. I don't know. I'm gonna probably tinker around with that later tonight. It's gonna bug me. I hate it when I got something that's like mostly like 90% done and it's just like that little bit that's just sitting there. You just try a bunch of different configurations and then finally it's just like, okay, that works. So that looks like it worked good. And so we're solid. Next stream probably Thursday, I would imagine. Unless something pops up, I'm gonna go Thursday. Yeah, this looks really good though. That Ghost TTY, it feels really nice, very easy on the eyes. I think for the next stream, probably like images and terminal. I might offline work on images in NeoVim because, let's be honest, configuring NeoVim on stream, probably not the most entertaining thing ever. So I might work on that some too. Let's see who's online. Who are we gonna raid? I'm gonna